welcome back to the CayVin Universe Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And if you're new to the show, welcome. My name is Vinny.
And I'm Caylin. Today we're going to be talking about some CayVin news, this or that or something, and real reactions.
Oh, yes. Back in the studio this week, huh?
Yes, feels good.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed last week's episode. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. Seeing me in my drunkest form, and then seeing us and kind of more opening up more about relationships and personal topics. So definitely enjoyed the little bit of feedback we got that people that did enjoy the episode or can resonate with the episode. I really did appreciate that. So that was pretty cool. But we're back, and let's get right into some news. What do you want to talk about first?
We should probably talk about what I brought up, which is I guess let's just get the food drink related out of the way. So the first one would be the Sunny D is coming out with a vodka seltzer. So basically, as it says here, the flavor for orange drink chugged from childhood by millennials is embracing one of its more cocktail combinations. So I think it should be pretty interesting, considering before I was pregnant, we would literally get Sunny D to chase when we would get a bottle. Yeah,
we would. We really would.
So it just makes me think I'm assuming it's really good.
I just love the future. No, I mean, in a way, it's kind of cool because you got to think we're approaching an age where it's everything is going to be geared towards the masses, and the masses, are going to be the millennials. We're the next step up as far as generation go. Generational products, generational like I said, I can't wait until more millennials start getting into Congress and politics. We're gonna have millennial politics, millennial products, millennial advertising, and just shit like that. It's I feel like the world. Is it weird to say? I feel like the world hasn't been this cool or hip.
Hip. Okay,
could you see this product? Could you really think Sunny D could push his products to our parents?
No.
When they were our age?
No, they'd be like, "What is this?"
Exactly.
Sunny D's just a juice.
Exactly.
I can hear them saying that.
They wouldn't understand. They would just stick to the basics or what they know, what their boomer parents told them. They wouldn't be. I feel like our generation, and as we're growing up, let's face it, our generation is adults now. Millennials are adults. I think millennials, technically, if you're in your early 40s, you're technically considered a millennial.
Right.
So it's we're the masses buying the products, investing in companies or
right.
Insert whatever you want here. I have no idea what I'm trying to say, but I feel like that it's right there. I feel like my point is there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say,
I understand
people?
what you're saying. Yeah. I think what it is too is they're just trying to explore more because you already have your alcohols that's like twisted tea, sweet tea and alcohol mix, so they're just trying to somebody who literally likes to chase Sunny D chase vodka with Sunny D thought about this. So
right, that's
I'm
true.
100% behind it.
Yeah, maybe it's just our generation of people too that would actually buy these products.
That's very
true. What I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a way of looking at it too. It's but I just feel we're more open to experimenting.
Exactly.
It's with baby stuff, all the baby stuff that we'll get into that when we talk about our shower. But all the baby stuff we're getting, it's it actually I'm excited for all the little baby gadgets and different cool little things where it's I feel a lot of older generations would just be good with the basics. They're not interested in I'm interested in all the little products and what they do, and even when she gets older and little toys yeah. I just feel it's a different age when it comes to that type of stuff.
Definitely. I feel too, you said the Sunny D's one you can get behind.
Yeah, but then there's the other side of that, which is when it goes too far.
This I cannot get behind.
This, again, maybe this proves my point. Shit like this Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream is out for the same reason the Sunny D is out. The fact that there's enough of a market of a generation that would literally just buy this just to try it.
Yeah, no, and that's literally what people are doing. And let me tell you, 99% of the time, you're probably going to puke in your mouth. Any reviews that I've seen have just been completely terrible. Guess how much the pint is. Just guess how much the pint is.
How much?
I just said to guess.
Oh, well, I hate guessing.
Okay.
$3.
$5.
What?
$5 for a pint of this Hidden Valley ice cream.
This is more than freaking honestly, if you want to talk about what's your favorite ice cream brand, regardless of price?
Bluebell.
See, I like Ben and Jerry's, or is it Ben and
Oh,
Jerry's?
yeah, it's Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, I like Ben and Jerry's, but sometimes like it's like it's more logical just to get some Blue Bell ice cream versus
Right.
like getting a five. I feel like that's like close to $5, and it's worth it because it has like 12 ingredients in one pint.
You know what it is with Ben and Jerry's that I notice is that they are more into like the naming of their ice creams.
It's more unique ice creams too.
Yeah, like the different combinations.
Yeah, and I think that's why like Blue Bell and even like the HEB ice cream is trying to compete with them with like the Stars over Texas with like having like
right?
yes with having like those different
Yeah.
weird combinations.
Like I know Ben and Jerry's just came out with like a Netflix and chilled. Like what?
That's pretty cool.
It is a pretty cool
Yeah.
name. It probably is it's just I don't know what's in it.
Yeah,
but it's
see,
just
and who do you
regular
think
ice
that
cream.
Netflix and chill is geared towards? Is it geared towards the 80-year-old who's getting that, who's 60-year-old who's getting that ice cream? Like, oh, what flavor should I get? A Netflix and chill? I think I'll get that one. No, it's geared towards the masses of our generation that is in there.
Right.
Like, oh wow, Netflix and chill, that's kind of cool. Let's try it. That's what everything's
Yeah.
gonna be geared towards. Here or it already is, but
yeah.
you're gonna see more of that here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know why, what I'm trying to prove there. But anyway, now, as we said, there's a flip side of that. This is Valley Ranch ice cream.
The only thing I can assume with this is that it could be better with, like, other stuff. Like,
that's what I was just going to say. I've been trying to think, what would it...
Yeah, because you can't just
What?
straight up eat it. Like, this is not a dessert.
Like
I'm assuming, like, okay, maybe you can dip some carrots in there or something.
yeah, like if you're used to eating some things of that texture, like maybe you like pineapple and cottage cheese or something like that. Or,
But,
yeah, I know people that's like a typical like weight loss type of sweet.
yeah.
Like, oh, just eat some pineapple and cottage cheese, and then you invest in all this pineapple and all this cottage cheese. You try it once, you realize it's disgusting, and the next thing you know, you're buying a McFlurry.
Literally.
Talking about experience here, people.
Oh, God, that sounds disgusting, actually. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be spending $5 to even try this because I already know it's going to be shit.
I say we try it on the podcast.
We could.
Put it on the podcast company card. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like if we have one. Yeah. No, I just think it's funny how other podcasts throw that around. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna try. Yeah, order some. Yeah, throw it on the podcast company card. It's like,
You mean your card?
It's like that meme. It's from Where the Millers. Like, you guys are getting paid.
I never seen that movie.
Oh, it's a good movie.
What should we talk about next?
Kissing Cousins. What is this? Oh, this is the app I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, let's tell people.
Yeah, so Kissing Cousin, Icelandic app warns if you date a relative.
Yeah. So basically, so it says you meet someone, there's chemistry, and then there comes introductory questions. What's your name? Come here often. What? So in Iceland, a population of 320,000 where almost everyone is distantly related. Basically, the smartphone app helps like these people to where like if you meet someone, you can like bump phones, right? And it'll tell you if y'all are like related.
Yeah, because apparently in Iceland, inadvertently kissing cousins is a real risk. Wow. So yeah, this new well, I mean, I don't know how old this article is, but I know I saw it like months ago, and the whole point of CayVin News, people, is to just shed light on interesting news topics.
Right.
I know there's typical news stories, but we just like to shed light on interesting, unique, or weird news topics, and this is definitely it. So yeah, the smartphone app is on hand to help Icelanders avoid accidental incest. The app lets users bump phones and emits a warning alarm if they are closely related. Bump the app before you bump in bed, says the catchy slogan.
That's so cringy.
Uh,
Can you imagine just like really liking someone and then like you bump phones and it's like, oh, this person is your cousin.
Yeah, like
I'd be
you just
fucking
met someone, you
devastated.
had like a drink or two, and then you're like, wow, and then you're like, oh,
We have to
I
bump
forget,
phones.
I forgot we
Yes.
have to bump phones, and it's like, wow,
Oh, yeah,
she's your
it's so
third
bad.
cousin.
It's
Sorry,
so
buddy.
bad.
None of that. How many people do you think bump phones and are like, it's like, hey, it's like third, fourth cousin.
If
You think
I-
I'll be? And then they're looking at each other. They're like,
It's all right.
It's all right. Just
They're like,
once."
we'll never have kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably. But oh no, if I lived in a country where the population was low and we were almost all related, I'd fucking move. I'd
Right?
just move.
That's true. Yeah, that's
What's
true.
the
I mean,
point?
I'm sure people love to stay there because I'm sure, it has a lot of, I don't know what it's called, camaraderie You know, like I still feel like in a small town like that where it's like, I feel like even though it's 320,000 or 320,000 people, I feel like it still would have that.
Still seems like a good amount of people.
Yeah, but it feels like more like for Iceland, like that seems like you know everyone. You still know 320,000 people.
I like this quote that it says that literally the app, I guess, like quoted someone from Iceland and says, "It's not a good feeling when you realize that girl is a second cousin. People may think it's funny, but the app is a necessity."
Wow.
That's so sad.
Yeah, to help them avoid social embarrassment. Damn.
Oh, man.
The incest prevention alarm. Yeah, I say,
But then I guess it's cool if you, like, bump phones, like, and you find out that you're related to someone, y'all just want to be friends. Then you got a new buddy.
Yeah, I mean, but that's your family. What do you mean it's your buddy? It's your family. Well, I guess buddy family member.
Yeah.
You see him at the family reunion, you're like, hey, you remember that time we almost banged?
Yeah,
but then
that's
we bumped
awkward.
phones?
That's really awkward.
That's what I mean. How many times do you think they're really into someone? They like, hey, it's his fourth cousin. Like,
yeah. I mean, it can't be that bad.
Give me a blow real quick.
So bad. No strings attached.
Oh, that's great.
Friends with benefits.
Well, it's great that things like this are out there because,
yeah,
you definitely don't want to do that, people.
Good thing we don't need that in America.
I mean, I'm sure in some place, that's what I mean. I'm sure in some places in America, you know.
Yeah, but that's why we have 23andMe.
Yeah, but
and
that's
Ancestry.
like different. I guess. You know?
Yeah.
I would think there would be some places in like...
You know what I need to know real quick now that we're talking about this is what information, like, how do you just bump phones and you just know if they're related? Like, what information is...
It probably is like a... Yeah, we should have looked more into that, but, you know, we're ready to move on to the next article.
Oh.
No, but yeah, I'm sure it is like a 23andMe
We'll
where it's like...
out.
Or it's like you put your information in your family history or like an ancestry type thing where you put your family history in there. And
right. That makes sense. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Never made it as a wise man.
Never made it as a wise man. So this man, we actually gonna live read this for the first time because we pulled this up before the podcast and we didn't really read it. So this man told his girlfriend he doesn't want to take her to a nice restaurant because she eats like a kid, and now she's upset and wants to know if he's in the wrong. I guess we'll just read it all. If you're not already familiar with the I Am a Hole subreddit, it's a place where people can ask the peanut gallery, aka the internet, if they're in fact the ones being an a-hole in certain situations. Sometimes it can get very messy, so today's edition has to do with eating habits. Particularly picky eating habits. Reddit user blah 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 wants to know if he's in the wrong for refusing to take his girlfriend out to dinner at a nice restaurant because she eats like a kid. Can you read the long one here? Popcorn read.
That's what I was literally getting ready to say is I need to know exactly how.
Yeah, you remember popcorn reading? I used to hate that shit.
No.
Popcorn reading in school whenever like someone would read and then like they would read a paragraph and they'd pick the next kid to read the other paragraph.
Oh, yes.
I used to hate that. Like that's where my anxiety started. My anxiety started with popcorn reading because literally someone would read a paragraph and they'd be like, "Okay, who are you going to pick next to read?" And like I'm like, "Don't pick me. Don't pick me. Don't pick me." Like I would literally go and like it's actually smart. It worked with my anxiety because it made me read more because I would actually read ahead like 2 or 3 paragraphs just to make sure that I knew all the words and I said it right in case I got picked.
You tend to jump read.
I do jump read.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You read like you're reading 1, 2, 3 words, but you're already like on 10.
Yeah, exactly. My brain is like over here, and my eyes are still like trying to read it. Yeah, I jump ahead. I do that with my own thoughts. Like if you listen to the podcast enough, you know that. Like I'll start talking, I'll start saying a thought, and then in my head I'm already on the second thought. So then I'll try to cut that thought off and then start talking about the other thought without even finishing my first, so it ends up just sounding like gibberish like you're probably hearing right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, read this.
It's like a shabacle in your head.
Yeah.
So it says here are the full details. My girlfriend is an incredibly picky eater. Like I said in my title, she eats like a 10-year-old. In fact, I'll give you a short list of things she refuses to eat: unflavored water, fish, anything with bones. What? Cheese other than sharp cheddar, spinach, onions, garlic, pasta without red sauce, eggs, spicy food, aioli, ketchup, potatoes other than french fries, pastries with fruit, citrus, sausage, or any non-American food. This compares to me, someone who grew up in multiple different regions of the U.S., lived in abroad for a few years, so I'm a bit more adventurous when it comes to food. So basically...
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Like, I thought he meant like she just like as a typical type, like, oh, if I go anywhere, I'm just gonna get a burger, I'm just gonna get chicken strips or something. But no, she literally like, if you're that picky where you won't even try something, like even if we are somewhere where you really did want a burger, you really wanted a chicken strips, but I got something, with eggs and fish in it, and I was like, here, you want to try this? You try it, that's still cool.
I'm
but
adventurous.
Now this chick won't eat on none of that. Won't even try a bite, not even a Squidward bite.
You gotta try Squidward bite at least if you don't like it. He goes on to say, whenever me and my girlfriend go out somewhere nice, she ends up getting the same meals, usually either a burger or chicken tenders and fries.
I swear I didn't read that ahead.
Yeah, he literally just said that.
Just those type of people,
Yeah, we could be going to an authentic Nepalese restaurant and she will get the French fries and white rice. To me, it's kind of embarrassing. It especially bothers me that since I typically I end up paying $15 for chicken tenders that I could get from the freezer section at Walmart.
Oh my God.
$15 for chicken tenders? Okay, you need to eat somewhere else. That's all, because that's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, unless it's like a chicken tender like basket, it comes with the toast, tenders, gravy, fries. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah. I can
I'm thinking
see
of
that.
Dairy Queen.
So basically,
DQ. That's what I like about Texas. I've had too much coffee today. This podcast, I either have too much wine or too much coffee. Sorry, people.
Would you? Okay, so from a guy's perspective, would you be upset too? Would you be annoyed with me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I would feel the same way. So I do not think he's in the wrong.
Yeah.
Did you read this part here?
I think it just keeps on going on with what he was saying.
Yeah, so that's the debate. She's super picky. She only wants to eat the typical hamburger and chicken strips like she's a 5-year-old. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it won't... at the end of the... Okay, this is our situation. I think at the end of the day, like, does it really matter?
It doesn't, but I mean...
Because if you can go anywhere and they have an option for her. So it's like, you know...
Yeah, and you can basically get what she wants. You can basically get anywhere. So if you go to a place that requires a dress code and $15 chicken tender plates, like, I mean, obviously they have chicken tenders and burgers to cater to those people who only like to eat that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because if it's a dress code and it's a fancy place or blah blah blah, like, then obviously they still have chicken strips and hamburgers for those people, like you just said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's how I see it.
I feel like this guy, I feel like that's more, going to the fancy restaurants and stuff is more for him than her. So
Exactly.
it's like kind of selfish thinking, right? Like, he's like, no, like, you have to eat this fancy food.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to take you out. But then again, if she's getting mad because he's not taking her to fancy restaurants, it's like, yeah, if you want to eat burgers and chicken strips, I'll take you to McDonald's every day. I'll take you to DQ or something like that. So is it her that's actually demanding to go to these fancy restaurants?
I would bet money that it's not. I would bet money it's not, because I don't know. To me, just reading how he's typing, it just makes it seem like he's the one that wants to live this like high-end lifestyle and just like go to these fancy places, when it's like, no, you can just go to a regular place. Like, what does it really matter what she's eating as long as she is eating? She's fueling her body.
And then it like says right here, like, this particular restaurant was a new restaurant that just opened up, and his girlfriend wanted to go just because it was a new restaurant and it looked nice. So she's like, oh, I want to go, like, but I'm still gonna get the chicken tenders. Like, she wants to go to the nice restaurant for the experience. She wants to have the experience. Like, sometimes, we were saying, like, why would you want to go to a restaurant where you have to have a dress code? Well, maybe that's why some people like to go to these fancy restaurants. They're not always, not always going, in her case, not always going for the food. You're just going to have the nice experience. So, then, she is in the right, because she wants to go out and have a nice experience, but he doesn't want to pay for $15 chicken tenders. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
like, I thought you're adventurous. Like, if you're adventurous, then why don't you buy some expensive chicken tenders?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And you're not going to this place every single day, so what's the problem if you just go this one time or a few times?
And you're right. The way he puts it, I can just toss some chicken tenders in the air fryer. No, you're like, okay, that's not the same as like a fucking like 5-star chef comparing chicken tenders.
Yeah.
This dude is kind of being doucher.
Yeah, I think he definitely is. Does she know that, you know what?
Does she know that he's doing this Reddit thread about her?
Yeah. I wish I knew who this was so I could call them out.
Yeah.
I could call her up.
Yeah, so it's clear she wants to go to these nice restaurants for the experience. She doesn't, she's picky, so, she's not going to be, unless she gets to the point where she's picky, like, oh, I don't like these chicken tenders and tries to send them back. And then it's like, okay, well, what else are you going to eat?
Exactly.
Well, give me a burger. Okay, here's a burger. I don't like this burger. Let me send it back. Well, it's like, okay, now you're not eating anything. But she's not being like that.
Yeah.
She just wants to go to a nice restaurant for the experience, not the food. And he's scolding her for that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
What a doucher.
This was a fun one.
Yeah.
Or that was a fun one.
Oh, shit, which one? I just closed something. What did I just close?
The Iceland one.
Oh, okay, I'll pick that up later.
Man.
Interesting stuff. Lastly, to close off the news, I feel like, man, this has been a long just news episode in general.
It really has.
Yeah. So, this incredibly human-like robot gets angry when someone boops its nose. So, Engineered Arts at a UK-based humanoid entertainment robot manufacturer has released a video of an incredibly human-like robot. What's it? Emrica? Emrica? So, basically, it's an AI robot that has gotten mad when... Oh, see, this is the scary part. When the video starts, she, is staring directly at the camera. So, she knows that they're recording her.
Oh.
And she legit, they didn't program, I don't think, I looked all into this, they didn't program this into her, but she gets mad when you boop her nose. And she tries to move this guy's hand away.
Oh, like she reacts?
Yeah, you put this in the wrong file.
Oh,
and look how her eyes
she's
are
watching his finger.
She's literally following his fingers. That's like some Megan shit.
And she literally is making an angry face.
She literally tried to move. And then look, she's looking directly at the camera. Like when the camera starts, look at that. She's looking at the camera and then she notices him. She knows you're recording her.
This is scary. She's scary.
This is some Megan stuff.
Megan. We just saw Megan, so it's all fresh in our head.
The crazy part about this is the last part of the little section that states the company admits that the robot's realistic responses is starting to unsettle even the creators.
That's literally Megan.
Yes, literally. And this is why Elon Musk has actually begged or, pleaded with these companies to stop. Elon Musk wants there to be a nationwide pause of AI because of how dangerous and out of hand it's already getting.
Oh my God. We're doomed.
I mean, but then there's a thing, who's to say, it... I feel like the AI thing is like the alien thing. It's always going to be... It's just like anything else. Anything new, we're going to constantly, fear and, kind of revolt against because we don't understand it. But it's like, it's like the alien theory. If aliens come down, they're going to come down, they're going to destroy us, they're going to kill us. It's like... But why? It's like we, as humans, we automatically think the worst of everything, saying AI. Obviously, AI is helping a lot of people complete their homework and essays right now. It's going to do a lot of good. Yes, there's going to be those, bad apples in the bunch where AI kind of messes up. But maybe that's the scary part because all it needs is one killer AI robot and that's it.
Yeah, that one can, can multiply. And, how we've seen in the Megan movie, how she uploads herself to, the home system. That's freaking scary.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. So this, that, or something. So grilled cheese, BLT, or turkey ham? What's that? Turkey ham sandwich?
Yeah, like a turkey ham sandwich.
Okay.
Like a sub or something.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with a grilled cheese.
Out of a BLT, a bacon, lettuce, tomato, and a turkey ham sandwich?
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. I'm going to go with the classic turkey ham sandwich, even though, I'm not a fan of tomato.
No.
So I would do BLT if it's bacon, lettuce, and, cheese. No, cheese and bacon, not really good. What would I replace tomato with? BLC.
I normally take your tomatoes, so.
Yeah.
I would add
turkey
tomato
ham.
to my grilled cheese. I'm weird like that.
Tomato. Well, see, tomato sauce or grilled cheese with dipping it in tomato soup. That's good, but actually, I like tomato products, but not the actual tomato.
That's how I am with. But the opposite with strawberries.
I
like strawberries,
but not strawberry products.
Yeah.
Well, that's really, guys, just a flavoring. Same thing with watermelon. It's like flavoring. It doesn't really taste like it. Okay, well, recliner, rocking chair, or couch?
I like a good recliner.
Yeah, good recliner is good.
Yeah. Especially even when you're hurt.
Oh yes, it's
That
like
really
my
helped.
for back pain.
Yes.
Recliner's good for that. Propping your
Mhm.
feet up. Good old lazy boy. We can go through these kind of quick. I know we
Yeah.
kind of did a little long on the news episodes.
Yeah.
Feel free to answer along with us at home, people. So tornado, hurricane, or tsunami. I guess what does this mean? Like
So
which
this
one's
will
my?
be so like so let's rephrase. So this will be like which is the one like what would you choose like to be caught in? Like that's like the like not as scary
Oh,
as
like
the other.
okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So the scare, I would say hurricane. I've slept through.
I was gonna say that.
I've slept through. Yeah, Hurricane Rita.
I was gonna say that.
I literally woke up. It was like, is the hurricane come through yet? I walk outside, trees and shit's blowing everywhere. It's all looks like a war zone. I'm like, oh, I guess it did.
I'm gonna say hurricane too, because a tornado, I don't know, that just scares me. Cause
No, like hurricane, I say would be the easiest. Which one would be scariest is a tornado.
oh yeah, I'd say the tornado would be the scariest.
Yeah.
I mean, because realistically, like I've never been near a tornado or a tsunami. So a tsunami is like just the water one, right?
Yeah, but I feel like tsunami is tsunami's probably
Tsunami's like a water tornado, right?
no. Well, tsunami is like basically a giant wave that like crashes through and like
Yeah.
floods a whole area like all at once. But it's
Ooh.
because, but I feel like so tsunamis is just as scary too because tsunami can take I've been seen taking out whole villages and stuff like that,
Yeah.
whole little cities. But I feel like with tsunamis, it's like I guess tornadoes too. You can spot them early, but apparently right before tsunami, all the water will like kind of clear up in the coast. So like what's the word for it? Like the freaking the water goes in and out the shore.
The
yes, all
current?
the water, the current. Yes, it'll all like freaking dry up on the
Oh,
shore, and like
that's
yeah,
scary, and
apparently
then
that's a
it'll just
sign of a
come back all
tsunami.
at
Yeah, and then
once?
it's all just gonna.
That's scary.
Yeah,
But
that's like
I'd say
like day after tomorrow. That's like was like basically a giant tsunami on New York City. Yeah,
I see.
yeah. So, but tornado is still scary.
Tornado is still scary and more like likely where we are.
Yeah, that's true. And have
So
you seen
that's-
those super tornadoes when you have two tornadoes that come together and they form one giant tornado?
No, I never seen that.
Yeah, that's some scary shit, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
The
tornadoes can
heebie-jeebies.
destroy whole houses and stuff, and it's like
and then if you get stuck in that, you're
I just saw a video the other day. I wish I would have saved it of a dash cam footage of a truck driver that got caught in a tornado, and you literally see his truck pick up inside the dash, and then they actually pause the footage where you just see the silhouette of his body literally on the outside of the truck. So that means he picked up the truck and that shit sucked him right out.
oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
You have to find that.
Yeah. There was one case that I heard where this guy was in bed through a tornado, and the tornado, I think, destroyed his house and threw him like 50 yards. But the only reason why he survived is because he was limp. So he literally survived without any broken bones because his body was limp. So if you think about like you ragdoll yourself, I know that sounds like, oh, why would you want to ragdoll yourself? But I guess your body's naturally loose. So like everything just kind of finds a way to bounce and just roll and stay in place. It's when you tighten up that shit starts breaking because it's like everything's tight. You're
Right.
trying to cinder block yourself. And then
Right.
what happens when you throw a cinder block down?
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh,
crazy.
that's spooky.
Soft, firm, or lumpy mattress?
I'm gonna say soft.
Like lumpy, like pillow top mattress?
Lumpy, like like it's
Pillow.
been
I like
slept
pillow
on,
top.
probably.
Oh, like lumpy. Oh, what?
Yeah, not slept on. That's a terrible example.
I think lumpy, like pillow top, like those little.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
yeah, where you
slept
can
on?
kind of do that.
Yeah, I like a good like hotel pillow top mattress.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like soft.
Yeah.
The firm, I don't know what's wrong with you. The firm, I think only likes anyone over 60 years old likes
Use
a firm
firm.
mattress. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's one I'm missing with your back problems, your pregnancy back problems, and my constant back problems. Maybe that's what we need is a firm mattress.
No. My grandpa and my grandma have firm mattresses at their house, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'd rather sleep on the floor.
Jesus.
What?
Wow.
All right. Remodel, renovate, or house flip.
What's the difference between remodel and renovate?
So remodel, I would say, is like just like a little fix here and there,
Mm-hmm.
Renovate is like
Oh, like gutting the whole thing and redoing it all.
exactly, and then house flipping is like I don't
House flipping is like when you buy a house just freaking
Right. When you buy a shitty house just to make it better.
everything nice. I mean, I guess I would say renovate. It's like right in the middle.
I like renovate too.
Yeah, because then yeah, I feel like when you remodel too, it's like you're like kind of patching over stuff, and that gets my anxiety, and I just like would rather just like you know how I am when I clean, like I literally like start I put all the junk on one area so everything else can be clean, and then I organize, from there. So I feel like with remodeling, shit just gets in the way, and then you're like, okay, with my ADD too, it's like, no, I want to do this. No, okay, I'm working on this, but then I want to do this. Oh, let's just gut the whole fucking thing and start over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Library, bookstore, or book fair?
I'm classic book fair, man.
I'm a classic book fair too.
I just love the book fair.
Me too.
Going there with $20, you
the
feel like a
Scholastic
king.
Book Fair.
My mom would give me $20 for the book fair. Going there feeling like a prince.
Yes, you'd go, and I wouldn't even get books. I would go in there for the little knickknacks, like the scented pencils.
Yes, the different types of pencils and like little erasers and like pencil toppers and journals. I would get the different types of notebooks.
My mom sends me with money. Yes, my mom sends me with money. And she's like, "What books did you get?" I'm like,
books. I would always buy the Guinness Book of World Records or I Spy or Goosebump or
Goosebumps. Yes,
any wrestling book I could find.
Judy B. Jones, I'd get those too.
Drawing books. I remember buying some drawing books.
Oh, yes. Nothing
like those ones that like teach you how to sketch.
Yeah,
nothing educational. Yeah, it was all fun shit.
All fun shit. Oh God. All right.
I knew friends that would get like the book of like cars and stuff or like posters. You get posters there. I got some posters from the book fair.
Yeah, posters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like what book did you buy? A bunch of posters, some highlighters.
Oh yeah, highlighters. It's all about the scented stuff. The scented highlighters.
Yeah, you remember that little thing in school where you like it was like just this big weird looking gray thing, and you can actually go and put a quarter in there and you twist it and it like come out with like a glitter pencil and something like that.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. Well, when you rewatch this episode, I put a picture up of what it was.
Okay.
Limited edition, collector's edition, or deluxe edition.
Do you know the difference between these?
No, I feel like it's all just money grab shit. Like with video games nowadays, they have freaking 5 editions of a video game, and it's all. But when it comes to our merch, we do have some premium, some legendary edition merch. So I just put my foot in my mouth. But no, I guess it really does. In that case, it really does separate it because it's like shows like
right.
These are the items we're really like highlighting as like our best stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they do like the different types.
Yeah.
So limited edition is just an edition of a book or a reproduction of a print or object limited to a specific number of copies, right? So limited edition of 500. Collector's edition is a release of a product that has had additional features or items in it than the regular retail version.
Right.
And the deluxe is a re-release. It's basically like comes out extra later, generally a sufficient period after the initial release, featuring extra content related to it.
Yeah, see, I feel like collector's edition isn't really collector's edition then, because you're adding specific stuff for I feel like if it's marked for collectors, it's not really a collector. Like you want the limited edition. You want the like, okay, if I have something that's like, hey, I have the collector's edition of this, or I have the limited edition that's actually 1 in 500. Like the limited edition is obviously better than the one that's like, oh, like the collector's edition. I feel like that's a typical like marketing money grab. And then deluxe edition is just like I feel like deluxe edition is cool too because it's like like you said, like a second release.
Right.
A collector's edition is like literally a money grab for like but not really, because it's like for the core fans. Yeah, I don't want to say it like that.
Yeah.
Limited edition is actually if you want to be a collector and you want to collect something, limited edition is what's actually going to be worth something today. The collector's edition is for someone who's going to collect it and not with no plans of selling it. Specifically, someone like the hardcore fan base.
Yeah.
And the deluxe edition is just for people who's late to the game and want to catch up with the extra
like a
content.
remake, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with what you're saying. I like limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition is the way to go.
Yeah.
Green tea or herbal tea or hot tea? I like herbal tea.
Herbal tea?
Yeah.
Ooh. I like hot tea because I like to add like lemon and honey.
Wait, what's hot tea?
Hot tea? You never had hot tea like when you're sick?
Like sweet tea but hot?
Yeah, or exactly. So regular tea bags. So like when I would drink
like
hot tea,
Lipton hot tea.
Right. Yeah, and then you could add stuff to it. Like I like to add lemon and honey.
Like sweet tea that you put ice in.
Like
and
tea
it's
bags.
sweet tea. You drink that hot.
I would drink it hot, yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying like, I
I was
legit
very
did not
confused.
I legit did not know you could do that. I thought the only hot tea you drink is like green tea and herbal tea.
No, when I used to work at Jason's Deli, I would get a coffee cup, and we had like a side on the coffee maker that would just release boiling water, a little nozzle, so you would fill it up with boiling water, and then you would steep your tea bag, and then lemon and honey.
I'll give you a tea bag. Yeah, I did not know you could do that. Wow. Okay. Well,
I love it.
Yeah, I'll still say herbal tea because I've never tried hot Lipton tea.
Oh God, candy corn, candy cane, or candy apple?
This is hard because I feel like candy canes are jobbers.
Candy canes are jobbers.
Yeah.
Candy apples.
Candy cane is just like you stretched out a peppermint
yeah.
to a cane, so it's still not good. Just because you stretched out, it's still a peppermint. It still sucks.
Candy apples.
But stirring some candy canes in like hot chocolate, that's good.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can
Gives
see
it that chocolate mint taste.
Yeah.
Candy apples, I feel like.
Just punch me in the mouth, break my teeth.
Yeah. I don't know, who says like, hey, give me one of them candy apples?
Oh, I know. There used to be this person that would stand by like where I used to live. In my childhood home, at the end of the street, like where the main street starts, he'd stand out there and he'd sell candy apples, and people would buy them. I'd be like, "Are you sure about that?"
I feel like if you're patient, you can eat a candy apple because maybe some people just lick it like a lollipop, and then when it gets soft
you
enough,
can't just straight up get into it.
But that's my like earlier when I ate it, when I had that packet of Tic Tacs, I literally almost broke my tooth trying to chew that Tic Tac because I have no patience.
You just wanted to bite it.
I just want to.
Oh,
yeah, you know.
Yeah, you have patience. You have patience when it comes to oatmeal cream pies.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I saw this dude eat a cream pie in like the weirdest way, and it was just so hilarious.
So when I eat an oatmeal cream pies, I like to peel the edges off because nowadays with shrinkflation they don't put enough fucking cream in the oatmeal cream pie anymore, so I peel off the part that, like, you know, basically the crust,
like this the part around the outer part of the cookie.
And I'm not gonna waste food and throw it away, so I just eat it. I'm literally sitting there and I'm picking the crust off until I have a nice circular of just cream. So
yeah,
oatmeal.
by this time, mind you, it's about this small.
Yes, and I look up and you're just staring at me laughing. Judge me the way I eat my oatmeal cream pies.
How long have you been staring at me? As like 2 minutes? That's how long it took you to peel that oatmeal cream pie.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I want to go get another one.
Did we answer that one? Candy corn.
Yeah, candy corn. Candy corn's good. And if you don't like candy corn, try it again. Good stuff, people.
Gift cards, actual gifts, or money? I
like
just want money.
Oh, okay. I was going to say actual gifts.
I just want money because I can just get whatever gifts I want or I know I want.
But that's the thing. I don't even know what I want. That's why I tell people, if you're going to give me a gift, give me anything related, anything space related, anything related to my mom or anything, like, all right, great gift.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I like actual gifts because, like I said, I don't even know what I want. And especially those gifts that are like unique gifts. Like,
right.
It's automatically going to be a good gift.
Yeah,
and I'm not picky. I just like the thought. I really do. Just like, I know that people throw that around
good.
like, oh, it's the thought that counts, but I really like the thought that counts.
Yeah,
like, with me, it's really the thought that counts.
That's good. I wish I had that, but I don't.
Oh,
I think what it is
I
think what it is that I'm literally just like permanently scarred because like my grandma. I told my grandma one time when I was like 8 that I liked the peace sign on everything, and I swear I got peace sign merchandise till I was like 15. I was like, okay, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, see, well, that's not your fault for, you know, people not following up for you to see what you're into.
Yeah, people just sticking with the same thing. But no, yeah, that's why I just prefer money.
You just reminded me of a cringy moment that I wish I never remembered. I used to work at RadioShack, and when RadioShack was still around, I worked at RadioShack, and this older, you know, couple came in, you know, maybe they're about like in their 60s or whatever. And they were saying that it was his granddaughter's 14-year-old birthday, and she wanted a radio for her birthday. And I'm like, trying to show them, like, Like they found the radio in the store on the shelf, and it was literally like a FM radio, like a Walkman. For this was 2013, and this old man was gonna buy his 14-year-old granddaughter a Walkman radio, and I'm trying to like find a way to kind of tell him like, well, those are kind of like dated, like the kids now, like she might have been thinking about like an iPod, like she probably wanted this.
She most definitely was.
She probably wanted this iPod here, Well, she said she wanted a radio, and of course they're looking at the prices, and the radio, freaking Walkman radio is like $20. iPod's like the shuffle back then I guess was like $80 or whatever. So yeah, he bought his granddaughter a radio, and I just want to know what happened because 2 days later he came back to return it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
She was probably like, Grandpa, this is not what I wanted.
Yes.
Oh, God. And he's like, what if he showed up and he was like, you tried to tell me. I didn't listen.
Like, no, but like, I think that's just like the age gap that they didn't understand. Like, he really thought his daughter or his granddaughter wanted a radio, wanted a Walkman. I hope, like, my point with the story is I hope we're never that out of touch.
I know, definitely.
with our grandkids or our kids.
Definitely, hopefully not. That's why I'm glad I know how to use like email and text and social media and stuff. Because I'm just gonna continue to know how to use it, and we try and get into like the newer stuff too. So hopefully we're just always in the know.
Yeah, but I feel like we're already. I don't know. I feel like if you're part of the generation that already grew up or kind of evolved with the internet and social media, I feel like you already got the hang of it. Because I feel like everything from here on out is going to be geared towards those people. Mm-hmm. It's the gap that didn't catch on to the internet trend and the social media when they thought it was going to be a trend. Like, oh, this whole internet phase is gonna be done here pretty soon. Or that internet's just for video games. It's like, well, guess what? You got left off the ship, so now there's literally two different worlds right now with people that know the internet and people that don't know the internet. And trust me, I know people that don't know the internet, and it's literally two different worlds. Like, some people don't understand, like, how much things have changed because they're just, if you're cut off from the internet, you might as well be back to 1950.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And then there's those people, too, like you said, the two different worlds who, like, barely missed it, and I feel so terrible because I'm like, you don't have, like, anyone in your life that can, like, help you with this because, like, with my job, I have, like, people in their like early 50s, sometimes very rarely, but there have been a few late 40s, 47, 48 ish, that I'm like, okay, would you like for me to email this to you? No, I don't know how to use that email. Can you just send it to me in the mail? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that you're like this. Why are you like this?
Yeah, like when you're texting someone, or like I know people that still think like, oh yeah, that texting, that's for young people. It's like, there's people like texting have been around. Like there's people that if you miss that ship, especially if you miss the texting ship, like you might as well be a boomer.
Yeah, literally.
Like if you're not
just
texting,
automatically in that category.
But then there's exceptions, because then there's freaking people that age has no limit, where they're 70 years old, on TikTok or freaking playing video games or something. Like those are the cool.
Yeah.
Those are people that those are the unique people of their generation that that wanted things to change, that wanted things to evolve, that wanted things to be exciting, and they're following that trend in their old age. So that's wrong. That's awesome. I hope to be like that too.
Yes.
So yeah.
Hopefully. Good for them.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
That's it. Now we can get into some real reactions.
Nice.
We were in the middle of our tournament when my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
No, is this an actual news story?
I was looking in the comments and I didn't find anywhere that said it was fake. I think this might be a real news story. And I don't, like, number one, okay, I hope these guys are trolling, because did they really find a dead body and try to revive it? Did they think it was part of this? Maybe they thought it was part of their thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought it was, like, fake.
Like it was planted there for them to save.
Like that scene in Seed of Chucky when she picks up the head and she's like, it looks really real. And then she's like, oh, it is real. And she like drops it. Scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, oh, God, wow, this is great effects, guy. That's awesome. Oh, here, I'm going to revive you. Sir.
Where's my glitter?
Blah, yeah. Let's do this spell. Glitter. And they're like looking. They're like, oh shit, that's a real body. Like, is that what happened?
No, like you should be able to. Oh God, especially without a head. That's so bad.
Yeah. So for the audio listeners, this is like somebody recording looks like the news on TV, and this they're having like some kind of LARPing competition. This guy just found a dead body and explaining what he found.
We were in the middle of our tournament where my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene. Because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
Like, Bill, I told you the necromancer spell wasn't going to work. You should have used the terraformer.
This Grammy Barrett is no longer a healing monk.
He lost all his healing monk rights.
Yeah. That's too funny.
So this is another country of using bug spray on a wall with looks like hundreds of roaches crawling out of it from the baseboard.
God. Just demolish the house.
Right at that point.
Just get rid of it.
Oh, I've always hated roaches based on a bad childhood experience. But you know what's crazy? I think maybe, I don't know, I haven't been faced with that experience yet, but I think maybe I'm literally getting over that fear of roaches that I have. And you know what's oddly been helping me get over that fear?
What?
Fallout. Because in Fallout, the game, like that's honestly the point of why I would always hear about this game, and I kind of waited to play it for so long, because the main part of the game is radiation poisoning, wasteland. That's the whole theory of this game. You're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland with radiation poisoning everywhere, and then what happens to insects and radiation? They get huge. So there's giant scorpions, there's freaking giant flies and giant wasps, and also there's giant roaches in the game.
Wow.
And I think just having to face hours and hours and hours on end of giant roaches.
Who would have thought?
I think that helped me get over my fear. Now I'm interested for the Fallout. They're doing a Fallout series on Amazon. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. The pictures so far look just like the game.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna have any giant roaches in that rad roaches in that show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's the radiation, right? You said that makes them so big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Also makes people like ghouls, and they're like their skin looks all Freddy Krueger-ish, but they in turn get to live for like hundreds of years because of the radiation. Would you do that? Would you would you get radiation poisoning where you look like Freddy Krueger, but yet you can basically not die and live hundreds of years?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'd be like, just when it's my time.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace out. Get you some peace signs? No, yeah.
No.
So this is a guy on a cruise ship. It looks like it's like I don't know if it's like a Dubai cruise ship or whatever, but I don't even, is it a cruise ship?
Looks
the caption
like it.
says it's a cruise ship, but it looks like it's like a beachfront. But anyway, he doesn't realize that he's in a pool, backed up against the back of the pool, but the back of the pool is made out of glass, so you can see right through it. You see he's jerking it.
Is that what he's doing?
He's jerking it in the pool. Doesn't realize that everyone can see it, and yeah. He's just kind of... So what is he jerking it to? He's probably looking around at all the chicks.
Oh,
that's so bad.
That's so makes you so uncomfy.
Security literally has to come. That's where it ends. Security literally comes and tells him, but he's literally stroking it.
Oh my God, the secondhand embarrassment.
He busted. I wish I could click the freaking comments. See,
what was he gonna do? Finish in the pool?
Right. We need to figure out.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, he was just gonna shoot in the pool.
Yeah, shoot in the pool.
Jesus.
He was just gonna put some.
Do these guys next to him, are they not paying attention? Do they not know what's going on?
Not. I mean, they're probably just doing their own thing.
Hopefully by next episode, I want to get it set up to where we can actually read the comments along with it, because I'm sure. Oh man, some of my favorite things about watching funny videos. Just the comments. Some people are so so witty, so comedic in the comments. It's like they say stuff that makes me laugh, and it's like I can never like come up with that. That's why our podcast sucks.
You come across a funny video, and 90% of the time, you run straight to the comments, and you'll find something to like continue on laughing for like the next 5 minutes.
Literally, yes. Sometimes the comments are like, funnier than the actual video.
Yeah. So this looks like a place where like you can go and like just do it like a drive up oil change, and I think that's where the oil change is done. But this fucking guy with his flipper floppers.
With his flipper floppers, and it literally is the Mario sound like when you're in Bowser's Castle. Oh!
He didn't even like make sure he cleared the.
Ouch!
He didn't even make sure his foot was on the ground. Poor guy.
I feel like I'm missing one. I had another one. Did it not upload?
It probably didn't.
Damn it! I had like 2 more that didn't upload.
Ew.
Let's see right here. I'm not gonna cut this part out, people. So please bear with us.
Oh no, I think there they are.
Okay, so this is a guy climbing the Chase Tower in Chicago.
The Chase Tower?
This guy climbs, I guess, these free climber videos of people climbing towers with no freaking support, no rope, no harness. They're literally just freehand climbing these towers, and that's where he is. Look how high he is up. Like, type in Chase Tower real quick. So this guy is climbing up the Chase Tower, and apparently they do this for charity. And I didn't know that but it's obvious when you do stunts like
in
this.
Dallas?
Was it the Chase Tower? Not Chase Tower.
55-story skyscraper?
That must be it. Let me see. Where's the video?
It's in the drive.
Climb of. I think it was Chase Tower. Anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to see. I just wanted you to see the scale of it.
Yeah. Well, 55 stories. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not the Chase Tower, I might have it confused with something else because I thought it was in Chicago. But whatever tower it is, we're gonna put a picture up of it, so you can see. So yeah, this stuff scares me. Makes my palms sweat. I'm not afraid of heights, but like I said, there's a certain height where it's like, no, thank you.
Why is he jumping like that?
Yes. Because like he's literally, there's little slots. Like he's putting his foot into these little slots. See?
Howdy.
Oh.
Hey, brother. How's it going?
Take your time, my man. No hurry.
Yes, sir. Stay out of the camera.
It's almost to the top of 55 stories. And like I said, if it's the different building, we'll put
What's wrong with his hand?
Yeah, he has freaking blisters. And look, he's just dangling his foot. Like, I know you're trying to loosen up the lactic acid, but
Oh God.
If one little slip, that's all it takes. And you're done, son.
Oh God, this is making me nauseous. Because I am indeed, I think, scared of heights.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on, guys.
You made
Guys,
it.
real quick.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Yeah. Are you okay? You all right?
Yeah.
All right, over here.
That was a little physical.
All right, what I'm going to do, shut us down. I want you to
Yeah, yeah.
freaking out here. Yeah, we're going to hand you up to these guys here. Yep.
Okay. We're going to stand up or?
No, sit
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
You're
what's
good.
he
You're
doing
good.
up there?
You okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You're under arrest. Trespass.
Did anyone come and warn me to leave or?
Yeah, they did on the drone. They've been making announcements at you. And the helicopter.
But they're cool about it. It's just, you have, it's,
GoPro.
So basically,
I
he couldn't do what he was doing.
so yeah, I was kind of like, man, like he's literally doing it for charity, climbing this giant building. He literally could slip and die. Like, why do you have to arrest him? But it is a super, deep diving. It is a super liability because if he were to fall and actually die, his family can turn around and sue that building.
I can see that.
Saying,
even though that's something like that he 100% took upon himself to do.
Yeah, but they could be like, oh, if your building wasn't so easily climbable by him, he wouldn't have fell. Like you can.
That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I can see how some people would do that.
Well, I mean, I would agree. Like, I don't know. Yeah, see, there's things like that. Like, if he clearly said, like, this is my decision, now
like make him sign something. But
yeah.
Then again, if he would have asked permission to do that, they would have told him no.
Now, if it was something like that's why they told him, like, take your time because that in that situation, I feel like it was more likely like if they did something to like try to make him fall or try to
Right.
make him stop where he ended up falling. Yeah, that's kind of on them, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy. So yeah, it is a liability. So that's why they do get arrested for trespassing.
No hurry. Sir, stay out of the camera.
Oh God, they're like laughing.
That's why they're just like. That's why they kept asking him too. Like, you okay? Oh,
Ugh,
the blisters. Look how far he is.
that's so bad.
Ugh, crazy stuff, people.
Mm,
Did we get this other one?
no.
Okay. Have you seen this?
No.
My name is Victoria, and I'm 15 years old, and I don't care what my mama says, I'm gonna have a baby. I will do whatever it takes to take care of my baby. If it has to come out the
Pretty sure
toxins in
this
my
is what
body, then
Cartman
so
made
be
fun
it.
of on South
I'm gonna
Park.
just my baby in all brand names, and if I can't support it, then I guess I'm gonna steal it. My mama thinks that I'm not ready to have a baby, but I have everything my baby will need. If my baby gets cold and it needs a blanket, it's alright, because I have it. And if my baby needs clothes, it's cool, 'cause I have tons of them. And if my baby loses the pacifiers, I have 3 more. I'm not just having sex with
3?
one, not 2,
Oh,
but
wow,
3
you got it all
different
figured
guys.
out.
That's right,
Just
I'm
3?
a player, but that's cool, because I got it like that. My life dreams are to drop out of school, to be on Girls Gone Wild, and to have my baby. And there's nothing my sister or my baby can say to change my mind.
Oh my God, the audience freaking
What?
out.
Like,
Somebody needs to play that video for her in 15 years and see if
Well,
she thinks the same way.
that's funny. She came back onto the show when she was 25, and she's, sometimes, I don't know, she grew out of that phase, or maybe they straightened her up because she's 25, a nurse, has 5 kids with 1 husband.
Oh.
But she obviously wanted kids. She had 5 kids, but one dude, like how she was saying,
And
she
a
was sleeping with.
nurse?
She had 3 babies. She was gonna have 3 baby dads or something. But she's a nurse. She's 25, and or she was on the show when she was 25. Nurse, married, 5 kids. So it worked out for her. Maybe she got, scared straight on this
man.
show. But I had to look up if this was real. I was like, there's no way this is real. Like, I'm sure Maury and like Dr. Phil and stuff, it's known that they only care about their ratings. So I'm sure they
Right.
exploit, even children,
Mhm.
to like, oh yeah, what else? They like, the producer was in the back of the camera, like, well, yeah, what else? Yeah, what else? What about this? What about this? Say, like, I'm sure they were antagonizing her
Oh,
to say
yeah.
that. Like,
Mhm.
because like, there's no way this is real. She had to have
Yeah.
been reading some kind of script.
That's what it sounded like.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
For a second, I was like, oh man.
Now tell the
this
camera how many
scripted.
pacifiers you have. Like,
I got 3 more.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe it helped her, but I don't know. Like, looking back now, man, these freaking
My name is Victoria, and I'm
these Maury's and Dr. Phil's and stuff, like,
Yeah.
they just exploit people
She
for their
said,
own
I
gain.
do what I want.
Whatever, I do what I want. Whatever, I do what I want. Let me look at this. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh God.
Okay, at that point, those guys.
They were in for a lawsuit when it hit the toe.
Oh, you knew he was gonna. The way he was acting, you knew he was gonna sue as soon as they hit
He
the
was
toe.
already taking the
Now that you hit him,
shoe off.
might as well close down shop. That's it. If he would have hit the toe, I would have been worried. And then if I would have turned around and saw that thing on his head, I'd be like, all right, boys,
Yeah.
let's go home.
Let's go
I
home.
think we're closed. Jesus,
Oh,
let me
God.
just see the end of that. He's already acting like, oh, he's already thinking, how much money am I gonna get?
Oh yeah. He's like,
Oh,
why wouldn't they get it completely out of the way though? That's on them.
that's what I mean. There's things like we've talked about that are clearly on other people, and that's clearly on them.
Uh-huh.
There's open and shut cases. That's an open and shut case that
Yes.
like maybe the first toe, like you could argue was an accident, but you clearly had something in the way that caused that.
Oh
You know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I need to stop saying you know what I mean so much. I feel like
Because
when
I
I
do know what you mean.
but that's the same. I feel like that's the same as I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You
it
know?
just, it's a filler. We have to. We've been trained. We've trained our minds to not have dead air on this podcast. So sometimes to not have dead air, we have to use filler words or filler phrases like, you know what I fucking mean. You know what I mean?
You literally, wow.
I'm trying, people. I'm trying. But
man.
when I edit this episode, I'm going to be so mad at myself. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh. I'm just gonna start bleeping myself when I say, you know what I mean.
Okay, no.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So we got.
Yeah, that is all we got.
So we got.
That's
Take us out, Caylin.
You always
We're hitting
leave
our
this
music.
up to me. You always leave this up to me. I don't know, guys. Just be nice to each other. Be
Great.
nice. That was it.
Okay. Great. Nice. Alrighty.
Hey everyone, if you like that episode, make sure you hit like and subscribe for more. And if you're not already, make sure you follow us on social media at CayVin Universe on your favorite social media platform.
Yes, and if you want to further support us, check out CayVin.com for all our CayVin Universe merch. You can also check out Patreon.com for $1 a month. $1 a month to get you access to our bonus episodes, CayVin Cave. It's also going to get you access to our lost episodes, our CayVin Universe title series, where me and CayVin compete for the CayVin Universe Championship monthly, and all bunch of bonus stuff and shenanigans, all for $1. You can't even buy a soda pop for $1 nowadays, people. Come on! But no, we really appreciate your love and support. As always, like and subscribe. Did you already say that?
I did.
Yes. Love you, people.
Bye.